Okay, guys, this is Aquatic Biomes, which is Chapter 4, Module 13, which starts on page 137. So aquatic biomes is a little bit simpler than terrestrial biomes, and you might be more familiar with them just because a lot of these biomes actually appear in Boston. Okay, so the first thing to know is that aquatic biomes are based on salinity. So that's a really important factor. And so that basically splits the biomes into two different categories of freshwater versus marine. So freshwater is basically biomes that have low salinity, um, and there are a couple of freshwater biomes that we need to think about. So the first one is streams and rivers. And basically these are moving bodies of water. And so the difference between a stream and a river is not super clear. And so just know that it's an approximate flow rate or how fast the river is moving. Okay. The next category is a lake or a pond. And this is a standing body of water where there's no movement of water. Um, Not a lot there between the lake and a pond. Again, it's sort of like a fuzzy difference. However, the key scientific terms that you are responsible for is understanding and knowing the difference between an oligotrophic and a eutrophic lake or pond. Okay, and know what causes a oligotrophic lake to suddenly become eutrophic. And so this is an important concept between the two. Okay. The last freshwater biome is a freshwater wetlands. And so the important thing to know is not just what it is, but why is it so important? They perform very specific and very important functions. So you should basically summarize that information in the readings here. Okay. The next category, the major category, are marine biomes, and they're defined primarily by the fact that they have high salinity, a high level of salt. Okay, so just like the freshwater wetlands, the marine version is the salt marsh. And the most important thing is, why are they so important? So where are they, and why are they so important? Um, the, the next few are really exciting and important to me personally, but they're also important for the AP course. So you have mangroves or mangrove swamp. Again, not just what they are, but why are they so important? They perform a very specific function, and so they're extremely important for the environment. The next one is the intertidal zone. So the intertidal zone is basically that area that fluctuates between low and high tide. And you may have seen this when you go to the beach, right? That area that, like, when it gets exposed, you see all the hermit crabs and the barnacles. And then when it gets covered, it looks all peaceful. So understand, why is it so challenging about this environmental condition? So organisms that live in the intertidal zone, they basically have to withstand tremendous changes. And so summarize what those things are. The next one are coral reefs. So where are they located and why are they so important? So again, they perform very specific and very important functions for the environment. Summarize them there. And this concept of coral bleaching is something we're going to explore deeply, but be able to summarize and identify what that is. The final one is the open ocean. Okay, so this is the topic that we're actually going to do in class because there's a lot to it. And this is the diagram that you'll need to basically understand. So figure 13.9, you should know the parts of the open ocean, okay? And specifically, I really want you to focus on what is the difference between the photic and the aphotic zone. So where are they located at depth, and what are the characteristics of each, okay? So those are the major parts of the freshwater and marine biomes, and I'll see you guys in class.